try this again. The internet is about to crash. It crashed already. I just was live a second ago. As soon as the internet got hip to what the fuck I was about to talk about, it crashed me. It crashed me. This is what I'm being told. If you follow me on IG, I got pictures too. Man, 55, killed in Harlem drive-by shooting. A 55-year-old man was killed in a drive-by shooting on a Harlem street corner early Sunday. The victim was struck multiple times in the chest and a hail of bullets fired from a passing vehicle on West 147th Street near Frederick Douglass Boulevard just after 3 a.m., cops said. EMS rushed him to Harlem Hospital, but he couldn't be saved. His name wasn't immediately released. I called him. I have his phone number. I called him. I didn't get no answer. I text and then I called back again. Hold on. Nah, I called him. And it went to voicemail. So I texted and I called him again. And it just rang and then went to voicemail. So I said, somebody has his phone in their hand. You know what I mean? Somebody has his phone in somebody has his phone in their hand. Apparently, law enforcement. This is some news that I don't know. According to Karma, we probably knew that one day he probably have to deal with his past, the energies from his past. Now that this didn't happen, I can tell y'all what he told me, the things that he told me when we were together. If you bought my book, I censored it. I only gave y'all pieces and shit, but I can tell y'all now the things that he told me about some people, past and present. And this shit gonna be heavy. Y'all share this. Y'all share this live. If you want to tune in to listen and find out about this whole issue, this whole topic, this is the channel to be on. Believe me. Believe me. Everybody else can't do nothing but wait until I get off. They can't do nothing but wait until I get off because I got the goods. I got the goods. I got a picture. I got a picture of a vehicle that is shot up. It's going to be on my Instagram page shortly. You can see the window. Hold on. See, motherfuckers texting me all crazy and shit. My phone's going nuts. That's the truck that he was allegedly in. As you can see, the windows and shit shattered. A barrage of bullets. He said, "Are you sure this is true? Don't you hear my phone going crazy? Don't you hear my phone going batshit crazy?" I'm not 100% sure that it was him, but he is about 55 years old. He is about 55 years old. He would be out at like 2, 3 in the morning on a street corner. All of that is consistent with the person that I knew. Yeah, he liked it to be in it. He liked it to be in the mix. He liked it to be in the mix. So, damn. I ain't comfortable talking about all this shit just yet. But he said, if this isn't true, it would certify as legend. Again, Like I said, I called his phone. I ain't getting no answer. He said, if I don't see the body or confirm his name, I won't believe it. I'm here to share the news with y'all. This is some things that I was told by some very, very qualified men. The guys that's texting me, the guys that's pulling my coat to this, they really, really serious men and shit. They real serious men. That truck, let's just say somebody that I know, that truck, that Jeep or whatever, they say, yeah, that's his. That's his. I got some things to tell y'all about the day we met. I met him in Harlem. It's in my book, but I left a lot of shit out because confidentiality and shit. I swore in secrecy. Like when I interview these gangsters, they share things with me. A lot of it don't make it to the platform, and it's basically, yeah, hold that down. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you that, but just hold that down. There was a lot of that. Hold that down with him. One of the most bone-chilling and cold experiences I had in regards to him was this. I'll never forget this. Remember a couple of years ago, maybe a year or so ago, somebody, King Erner, put out a video, said that Alpo got slapped in the Polo Grounds. Y'all remember that? He said all the people that he killed got kids that's grown outside. He said, do your research. The word is he survived. That's not what the news said. I just read the newspaper article. Ain't nothing worse than ignorant niggas. Ain't nothing worse than ignorant niggas. He said, what comes around goes around. Y'all remember when people were saying he got knocked out in the Polo Grounds? Y'all remember that? It was all over the internet. Y'all remember that? All right. That morning after the videos came out, I texted him. Boom. He called me right away. I said, you seeing this shit that's going on the internet? He said, what's going on? I said, they saying you got slapped in the Polo Grounds. I said, they said you got slapped in the Polo Ground. He said, man, I ain't been to the fucking Polo Ground since like 1986 or 87. I said, I ain't get fucking slapped. He said, a nigga slapped my wife. He said, a nigga slapped my wife and he dead now. I was like, oh shit. Yikes. That gave me explanation on a situation that's very, very popular. That was very, very popular and very, very well known. And he said it just like that. He said it just like that. He said it just as cold, and I was like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't no sugarcoat with him. It wasn't no sugarcoat with him. I knew when he said that, I knew he was the real fucking deal in regards to the action associated with his name. Like that told me that he was still with that. He was still with it. And I knew that, you know, he was going through with King Erner, Leak Marston at the time. He was supposed to have been outside of Queen's Flip Studio. He was serious about that shit. As a matter of fact, he was very serious about King Erner. Very serious. He was very serious about King Erner. I ain't all the way comfortable talking about the shit he said, man, because some of these people, kids, are still living in shit. Um, he told me that that situation. He told me that federal agent Dan Riley. He said that agent was lying about a lot of that shit that he was saying. He said he was like Jamil. He said Wayne Perry wasn't fucking no Thomas Dozier. He said he wasn't fucking no Tommy. He's crazy. He was like, Tommy was one of our head busters. Tommy was one of our head busters. He told me this right in front of the Apollo Theater. He said, man, if I turn Tommy loose in front of this, he'd kill everybody on this block. He said that shit is 100% not true. Yeah. Is the paparazzi kid his real son? I asked him about that. You know what he said? I want to know what he said about paparazzi, Poe. He said he don't know. He said he don't know. He said, I'm not sure. That's what he said. He was like, he was talking about the years and da-da-da-da. He was like, man, I don't know. He said, I really don't know. Shit. He said, Gully the first to break the news. He said, don't know is crazy. Yeah, he definitely said he don't know. He said that to me. He said, I don't know. And I do believe that paparazzi post started to win his favor. What I mean by that is I think as time went on, he seen the paparazzi post was defending his name and, you know, putting together some type of momentum with his music career. I believe he fucked with him. But he told me out of his mouth, he said, I don't know if that's my son. Bomb first. Oh, the Keith Sweat situation. Did I put that in my book? I didn't put that in my book. I didn't. The Keith Sweat situation. Y'all want to know what happened with Keith Sweat? I'm going to tell y'all in a couple minutes. Y'all share this live. Y'all share this live and like the video. Let's put 1,000 likes on this. Y'all know this shit going to go viral. This whole topic going, the internet's. If you had an album out yesterday, if you had something going on yesterday, it's over. It's over. The biggest story online is here. Keith Sweat. He told me he had a girl. He said he had a girl. And he fell out with her. And she couldn't make Alpo jealous with a regular nigga. She couldn't because, you know, he was like that. Flamboyant, had his own bread. And most guys probably was scared of him, scared to fuck with his girl or whatever. One of his girls. This chick wanted to get back at him, or I guess for their little argument or whatever. So her only recourse was to get either an NBA nigga or a fucking celebrity. And it was Keith Sweat. It was Keith Sweat. She thought it was a good idea to use Keith Sweat to get back at Alpo. She thought it was a good idea to, you know, she was riding a car with Alpo. Right? He said some people had told him in the streets, yo, I just seen your bitch. Word? Who you see her at? She riding around with Keith Sweat. Are you serious? Yeah, she riding around with Keith Sweat, pimp. So he said he started to drive through Harlem, you know, through the hood, through the streets and shit. See what's up. Said he encountered him. Keith cars this way, and, you know, yo, pull over. Pull the fuck over. What the fuck? Pull over. because they know each other. So Keith pulled over. Bitch, is you crazy? The fuck out this nigga car. Lost your fucking mind? Turns around, looks at Keith, and slapped the shit out of him. In front of his bodyguard. In front of his security. Last night was Halloween. Everybody is already wearing a mask in the United States. The Ghosts and Goblins was out last night. He said he slapped Keith down. He said he slapped him. He said, I slapped the nigga, right? He said when he slapped him, Keith looks at his security, his bodyguard. He said the bodyguard turned around, looked at Keith, looked at Alpo, turned around and told Keith, man, you're going to have to eat that. You got to eat that. You don't know him the way I know him. Him and Alpo knew each other from the streets. Whoever Keith's security was, they knew each other from the streets. You got to hold that, my nigga. That's what the security told him. And he said, I know it. Oh, it's more. It's more. It's more. It's more. The Queen's Flip interview with Gangsta Lou. The Queen's Flip interview with Gangsta Lou. He called him Boogaloo. He called him Boogaloo. It's a section of the interview when Gangsta Lou, he leaned towards the screen and he said, yo, look at me. Tell me who did you do something to, bro? He said, this is Gangsta Lou addressing Alpo. He said, who did you ever do something to? I don't know whether to say he was insulted. He didn't show it. If he was insulted, he didn't show it. He said he already slapped the shit out of Gangsta Lou. He said I already slapped the shit out of Boogaloo before. He know. This is after the Queen's Flip interview. That's what he said. Whether or not it happened or not, that Harlem know the truth and Gangsta Lou know the truth. I'm just spilling whatever I didn't put in my book because I had a few encounters with him. So yeah, he was like, he told me, he said, hey yo, he pulled out a picture. It's a legendary picture of all of them ballin' Harlem niggas, all of them. They all in one picture. And he said, do you see Gangsta Lou in that picture? I was like, nah. He was like, what'd that tell you? And this picture was, I believe, AZ's birthday. It was either AZ's birthday party or Alpo's birthday, but it was somebody's birthday party. And they was all flyed up. And I'm like, damn, you just run around smacking niggas, huh? Whoever you don't smack, you shoot. Make sure y'all get my book. It's called Some Things I've Been Through. It details my encounter with Alpo. I met him. We walked through downtown Harlem. People didn't even know who he was. They didn't even know who he was. He was like, these people don't know me. He said their parents probably would know me, but they was just walking by him like he wasn't even there. He said, you lying, bro. I'm not lying. My credibility in regards to this media shit with them guys has always been legit. That's why you just now hearing about it. Y'all wasn't going to never hear about this shit. Y'all wasn't going to never hear about it. Y'all wasn't. Y'all wasn't gonna never hear about it. I didn't even put it in my book, and I wasn't gonna put it in my book. There's things that Haitian Jack told me that y'all ain't gonna never hear about. Some good shit, some serious shit, some serious shit. You know what I mean? He said, no way Alpo got hit with all of the security. He ain't had no security when I seen him. I didn't see any, but I felt that we was being watched. I did feel like we was being watched. He said people will wait 20 plus years to get at you. Man, when you do something like, kill somebody or something like that, you got to deal with that forever. You got to deal with the energy of that forever. You know what I'm saying? And it just happened to visit on Halloween. He said Alpo is not about to be glorified. I don't think he's being glorified, but I know all of the urban media platforms, they on live right now. Gene Deal, MREC, Hassan, they know what it is. They know what this is about. So, boom. Again, I can read the article to y'all for those who just got here. According to Yahoo News, man 55 killed in Harlem drive-by shooting. A 55-year-old man was killed in a drive-by shooting on a Harlem street corner early Sunday. The victim was struck multiple times in the chest and a hail of bullets fired from a passing vehicle on West 147th Street near Frederick Douglass Boulevard just after 3:20 a.m. Had your ass in the crib. Had your ass in the crib during them hours. You know what I'm saying? Said he died on a Harlem street corner. Had your ass in the crib. A police officer rolled up on me one time when I was a shorty. And I had a pocket full of rocks. I wasn't in no position to skip. And he didn't have no reason to be chasing me or nothing like that. But he told me and my man Steve this. He said, what y'all out here? He said, yo, man, what y'all doing out here? Oh, we just chilling, He says, listen. Ain't nobody out at this time of night but cops and robbers. You dig what I'm saying? He said, I'm the cops. You know what I mean? So you got to be a robber. And what he meant by the cops and robbers is nobody out at this time of night but prostitutes. They robbing and stealing. The people that's coming to take something from you, they moving around. And the people that's coming to take your life, they might even be moving around. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, at that hour, regular people, they in bed. 3 a.m., 3:20 in the morning, if you don't have a job or something like that, or you're not going to a job or something like that, regular people are in bed. So if the police see your ass out during these hours, it tells them a lot about you. We talking about profiling right now. It tells them a lot about you. It tells them a lot about you when they see you out during these hours. Ain't no good people out during these hours. All the good folks in bed. So, boom, 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 boom. Mac Dre died the same night, around the same time, many, many years ago. Halloween could get spooky. I was talking to my man this morning. Halloween, New Year's, and the 4th of July. Fourth of July, when all them fucking shots and all them fireworks and shit going off, motherfucker try you on them nights. You know what I'm saying? Same with Halloween. Everybody running around with costumes on and shit like that. Everybody off square. It's a holiday. It's a Saturday night. Halloween on a Saturday night. Shh. Had your ass in the crib. 3 a.m. is the sign of death, Gully. Master of the Zero says King Earner is rubbing his hands. He about to show his ass. He about to show his ass. Man. Ras Misha, what's good? Well, it makes sense. They got him finally. He was doing too much on Instagram alone. He didn't seem to have any discretion anymore. I mean, like, hey, he said, do you think it's true, Gully? The people that contact me are really serious people and shit. And they're from the underground and shit. So if you was here when you play this back, when you play this live stream back, you're gonna hear my phone going off all crazy, motherfuckers texting me and shit. You know they're texting me for I'll call him. I call Alpo. Let's call him.
The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye.
I just called his line. I call it again. He said if he answers, we'll know he alive, don't you? If he was alive, don't you know he would know by now that the world's saying that he deceased? B-Tech.
Hi, you've reached 191.
B-Tech, I got that donation you sent me the other day, man. I appreciate you, man. That made me smile. I didn't know how to reach out to you. I'm like, man, this nigga's still around and shit. Shout out to you. They must not be acknowledgeable of the dribble. I don't know, man. He said you can't call his son. Ask Paparazzi Poe to call him. Ask Paparazzi Poe to call him. I just did. Y'all share this live. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Make sure y'all get my book. I got Alpo's all through my book. He's all through it. He's all through it. For real. I fuck around and revise my shit just like that. Add another chapter. King Earner about to raise the price of the brick on the CMOS. Extended play said the book is fire. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning to everybody, man. It's Sunday. Make sure y'all at the gym. No days off. Sunday to Sunday. King Fire said, brothers killing brothers out here on the daily, Gully. I'm surprised he wasn't wearing a vest. When karma on your ass, can't nothing save you. You're gonna need Kevlar skin or some shit like that. Can't nothing save you. Like he might have had a COVID bout. He might have had a car accident. Like some type of energy was gonna happen. Alpo got entirely too comfortable being outside for him to be moving around with that arrogance. Jack is Dominican. No, Jack is Haitian, pimp. And Poe is Puerto Rican. What does that mean? Do they work for the feds to cause chaos in our community? That's what they calling a reach. Subscribe to the channel. If this is your first time in a live stream, hit the bell so you get the notifications. Somebody call him lacking. when I called him like an hour ago, I've known this for probably 2 hours. Let's say 2 hours. I've been on here 30 minutes. I probably knew this for about 2 hours. Let's say 3 hours. It's 10:30. I knew this about at 8 o'clock. I knew about this, but I didn't say nothing. And at that point, I called him. And the first time I called him, somebody sent me the voicemail. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had his phone in their hand. I'm thinking it was 50, but up for debate, about to jump off the Ambassador Bridge. That nigga is retarded. Why isn't it on the news? You can Google it. You can Google it. You can Google it. Type in murder, 147th Street, Frederick Douglass, Harlem. It's going to say a 55-year-old man was shot at 3 a.m. Hassan be like, they just turned Alpo's 4K smartphone off. Poe got what he deserved. He whacked 19 people. Karma's a motherfucker. Hence why we got to get our dribble right. My man said they mad you dropped first. They don't got no connections. They don't have no connections. They don't have no connections. They always get back around to you. R.I.P. Big L, Rich, and Demencio. He said, Poppy going stupid with this one. I don't know your name, homie. I appreciate your super chat. Put some ID on it. Why Miss T ain't dropping? You're going to hear from all of them. You're going to hear from everybody black with a camera today. Niggas going to start a channel today. Niggas going to start a channel today. Niggas going to, this is our big break. TLW Network said I predicted this last week. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get the notifications. Visit my website, www.therealdribble.com. That's what you get here, The Real Dribble. Everybody else, they reactionary vloggers and shit. They ain't gonna give y'all no real information. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure they ain't here right now. Go on and get y'all some money, man. Go on and get y'all some money. He killed Rich while Rich was looking for his younger brother. Finally, street justice. Big Gene posted, he dead. They were cool. Real talk. I appreciate your super chat. Al got comfortable and was showing on a red carpet and shit like that. That might have been a little bit extreme. You know what I mean? Carrying the Kareem Towns. I appreciate your super chat. According to reports, I just called him on the phone. D'Angelo, I appreciate your super chat.
Hi, you've reached one.
That's not even his voicemail. He said, cuz got too comfortable. I don't have the energy to deal with everyone making Alpo videos today. Hey, yo, I'm glad you said that. For everybody here, I'm giving y'all shot. I'm giving y'all fix early in the morning. it's going to be Alpo videos until next Friday. It's going to be Alpo videos to next Friday. I'm telling you, get ready. Get ready for the bullshit. This is a repeat of how Tommy Hill got killed. I always said that Tommy Hill was the Alpo of Philadelphia. Another Gully TV original, my man, Dreams Market Group. I appreciate your super chat. Washington, D.C. is having a party for Rich Porter will always be king. Dream Chaser. I appreciate your super chat. First Class said Poe ain't the only painter. Yeah, get your burpees up, man. I was on them today. He said, you're right, DC having a party. Blizzy, I appreciate your super chat. Paid in full. I rock with you. He said, I got to give you yours. You stay with the exclusive. Get my book. Get my book. I wrote a whole 2 chapters about him. You know what else? You know what I wrote about him in my book? You know what's in my book? I expressed being vulnerable. I expressed in my book how sometimes he would call and my heart would race and shit like that. My breathing would change and shit like that. Black Wall, I appreciate your super chat. The Real Mikey D, I appreciate your super chat. I wrote about that in my book. Y'all go get that. Y'all go get that chapter. You know what I'm saying? And this is a real live encounter with a person who did all of this shit that's going to be talked about forever. Definitely have to get the book in shorts. I've been pump faking, Gully. My bad. Get your dribble right. Everybody here, get your dribble right. Word. He said, for some strange reason, I don't think he was the target. He said, I think a DC nigga was responsible. This I believe. Somebody gonna claim it. Somebody gonna claim it at some point. Like if it wasn't no witnesses and shit like that, somebody gonna claim that. Somebody gonna claim that. You know how allegedly Orlando Anderson, he claimed Tupac. He was claiming it in the streets. You know, it was like, my man said Keefe D next. I'm tired of waking up on a Sunday to another body. Shit crazy. Mozzie Mills, husky as fuck. Damn, these motherfucking comments going fast as fuck. I gotta turn them down. The news says the 55-year-old victim name wasn't released, but he passed away. My man says Michael Frey's nephew is out of prison. Here's the Christ is somewhere happy. He said Gully looks salty. He never gonna get that interview. Long live Rich and Darnell. You funny as hell. He said, what time that happened? It happened at 3:20 a.m. Mike S., you are a master teacher. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate your super chat. You the one brother on YouTube I listen to. You got true intellect and knowledge. Peace. Niggas get shot every day, B. He said he didn't get to monetize his story. He said Alpo got YouTube going crazy. Yeah, it's going to be up until probably next Friday. You're going to hear a lot of half-truths. Everything I told you, I already spoke about it in my book. If you got my book, you already know. This probably just taught you like, damn. My man said, not a single RIP. I ain't never seen that ever. Xavier Banks, I appreciate your super chat. That's probably how he wanted to go out in Harlem. Karma's the biggest gangster. The unpopular Jedi. Rest in power, Rich Porter. I appreciate your super chat. Fuel Nightingale. You keep poking the bear, sooner or later he gonna bite. Alpo did that by being outside. This is gonna be a major part of natural life and hip-hop history. Facts. Alpo got Halloween in Harlem. Y'all might have a documentary coming. I think I got enough. Buy the book, people. Some things I've been through. I think I got the leverage. Y'all might get the Alpo joint. Y'all might get that. Subscribe to the channel. Dip off. I appreciate you. The project is coming. Be on the lookout for my album. It's called Pillmatic. Make sure you check out my Kenny Anderson piece I just did at the University of Georgia Tech. My man said the Alpo Runts pack will be on the block in an hour. Dribble God Elite, I appreciate you, Xavier Banks. Not a single RIP on YouTube. Woo! RIP Rich Porter. He said the book coming soon, Gully. Hit on Halloween. I like that. Man, I'm going to get me some money out this shit. Straight up. Straight up. Straight up. Y'all can get ready. Y'all can get ready. The Alpo pack hitting. Rest in power, Rich Porter. My man, Kerry Thomas, said, I ain't mad at you. Gene Deal dropped the RIP post Alpo on his Instagram. Must have had a relationship with him. Annette Cobb, you too late. He said, I know Gully got the recorded Alpo combos in the stash. If I did, I'd be filthy rich right now. Cavario. Make sure y'all get my book. I told y'all in my book about how Cavario tried to get me rubbed out by Alpo. Cavario tried to get me fucked up by Alpo. It's in my book. Piece of shit. It's in my book. All of this shit about Poe in my book. It's called Some Things I've Been Through. It's on Amazon. Don't take what I'm saying to y'all as no sales pitch, right? Go look at the reviews on my book. Go look at the reviews. Go Google the reviews on my book, Gully TV. Some Things I've Been Through. Go look at the reviews. Glaze just posted about Alpo too. He's gonna go crazy. King Erner happy as fuck. We smoking in our pool today. It's a guy on MREC just called in and said Alpo not dead. He with his family and he good now. I don't know how true it is. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get the notifications. Oh my goodness. He said King Erner going in on IG as we speak. Choke No Joke said RIP. Publicity stunt. Gene Dill posted RIP to Alpo on his Instagram. On my IG, I didn't post no caption. I just posted a newspaper article from the I just posted a newspaper article. I didn't put no caption. I didn't put no public statement on it. Alpo friend said he in the hospital room right now. That can't be possible because the person who was shot, they already reported that he died. They just didn't release his name. Respect to the Porter family. It was only a matter of time for Alpo. This is an unfortunate situation. Unfortunate situation. Another death in these streets of America. Dip off, he funny as hell. He said Glaze already doing his ministry on Alpo. Make sure y'all following me on IG, Gully TV World. He said he never said sorry. Living Righteous is about to come back in style. He said something to me about Rich Porter. I told him I didn't want to talk about Rich Porter. And I felt that would make him more comfortable, because I was trying to get a documentary out of him. I was trying to get some millions and shit like that. And he spoke to me about Rich Porter. He spoke to me about Rich Porter. That video that y'all seen, I can't even tell y'all this. I can't even tell y'all the truth about that. That video, I can't even tell y'all. Y'all just gonna have to just chill. You know what I'm saying? He said, that's crazy. Alpo's story will live forever, like it or not. Rich did some shiesty shit. He was money hungry as well. Wolves eat wolves. I just spoke to his close friend. He's dead. Peace from South Carolina. What cities is up in here? Tell me what cities is in here. You niggas want to know. Y'all wanted to know about this shit. Whenever something happens with him, media-wise, it goes crazy. I told him in my book, too. I also told him this. I told him this. I told him, he said, man, how you keep getting videos? How you keep getting videos of me and shit? Like, how you keep getting videos and pictures of me, man? I said, listen, my nigga. Everybody wants your story. I said, everybody want this interview. Everybody want this. Everybody want me and you to do something. They do. Everybody around me, including the other gangsters, this in my book, they all was like, man, if you get that, man, like none of them was saying nothing bad about, my interactions with him and shit like that. And I told him I didn't want to talk about Rich Porter. I wanted to talk about LL Cool J and fashion and shit like that. I ain't want to talk about no murders. I told him this. And this is my agreement with him. This is how we got to interacting and shit. So, yeah, I don't know anything about, I just know, like I told y'all earlier in my joint, they said somebody slapped him in the polo grounds one time. That shit hit the internet. I hit him up and called him. I said, yo, you see what's on the internet? He said, what's on the internet? I said, they saying you got slapped in the polo grounds. He said, I ain't been to the polo grounds since 1987. I ain't been to the polo grounds since 1987. I said, well, they saying some nigga slapped you over there. Some Puerto Rican nigga slapped you over there. He said, are you serious? He said, Jamil, a nigga slapped my wife and he dead now. He said it just like that. He said it just like that. He said it just the fuck like that. I was like, damn. He said, what did he say about Rich? I ain't gonna tell y'all here. I ain't gonna tell y'all here. Y'all gonna have to wait. Y'all gonna have to wait. Y'all gonna have to wait. I don't know if I want to be on camera talking about Rich Porter. I might can write it or some shit. He said Glaze was just in the chat. He ran off with your info. Gully TV was the first. Go look at the time on Instagram when I posted that news article. I was the first in the whole world. The first in the whole world in media to post this story. He said, Frost said you don't, Frost could suck a dick. I'm gonna tell y'all something else, right? I made it like, I won't say cool. I made it acceptable for niggas to interact with him. You see how Queens Flip was taking pictures of him and fucking with Alpo and calling him and shit like that? Niggas wasn't doing that. Niggas wasn't doing that 5 years ago. Niggas wasn't doing that. Niggas was, everybody was calling everybody was saying rat. They was doing it about Haitian Jack too. And I started saying, man, I'm interviewing who the fuck I want. I'm writing about whoever the fuck I want. I'm doing whatever the fuck I want. I was the first to say that. And then you start seeing niggas fucking with him and interacting with him and talking about him. It was a point when niggas did not talk about that. They did not talk about him. Nobody talked about him. K Slay, the only person that I seen publicly that had any type of notoriety, interact with him publicly. And that was on that mixtape back in the day. After that, like street people, street niggas and shit like that. This before Glaze. Before Glaze came out. I've been said, I don't give a fuck what these niggas told. I don't give a fuck what they told. Tell me what you told them white folks. I want to know too. I was the first to say that. And then everybody else start Alpo. A lot of them niggas made a living out of that shit, but they didn't have no real criteria or interactions with him. Like, I'm just being for real. He said Alpo play for keeps. I'm about to get up off of here, right? I ain't gonna be on here much longer. This is the impression I got from him. Terrell, y'all better start fronting on Gully. Dribble got way too much credibility. I appreciate you. This is the impression I got from him. He seemed like this. If he like you, if he your friend, like the people that he around, his friends and shit, if he like you, he like passionately like you, love you and shit like that, right? And if you cross him, if you cross that, he turned immediately dark. He one of them dudes that like feelings be hurt and shit like that. Turned immediately dark. That's the impression I got from him. Like people have described him as a real nice guy. And I got that impression. Like he smiled a lot. Like he wasn't no ice grill nigga. Smiled a lot. You know what I mean? Fly, good looking and shit like that. That all of that good nature. I know you know people like this. You know what I mean? They could be your best friend or your worst enemy and shit. He was one of them niggas and shit. So whatever happened, I'm gonna speak about it or probably write about it on a later date. The shit that he told me about Rich. Put it this way, right? This ain't a person that you would want to cheat or probably short money and shit like that. Like you wouldn't want to be fucking around like that. Like cheating. That's the key word. That's what I'm trying to say. Cheating. This is a person that back in the day, there was older dudes that existed like this. Like if they would catch you cheating and gambling, they would kill you. They wouldn't just rob you. They wouldn't just shoot you. They would kill you. Catch you with crooked dice or some shit, kill you. It's motherfuckers that did time for shit like that. Got killed at a dice game. You know what I'm saying? That cheating, the cheating thing, if he felt that he got cheated or something, was manipulated some type of way about money, it wasn't going to be no talking. That's what type of person he was. It wasn't going to be no talking. It wasn't. So, and it wasn't really the money. It wasn't that. It wasn't that. That's not the extreme in this situation. It's this. It's this. The nerve of you. The nerve of you. It ain't the money. It's the nerve of you. And you know what type of person I am. The nerve of you. Like that. Yeah. Y'all get what I'm trying to say? Y'all get what I'm trying to say? Like, anyway, I ain't gonna be on it long. Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all 3 more minutes. I'm just gonna give y'all a flat hour and shit. I appreciate everybody for coming through, all the super chatters. And I appreciate everybody for sharing this joint. He said no.